Welcome, Pisces. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot. I am getting ready to do your February reading, looking through all the major areas of your life activity, your perspective or mindset, your home, your foundation, your relationships, significant and otherwise, and your work life, your position in the community. What I pulled for you, Pisces, as your overall theme is the Ace of Wands. This is all about newness. This is all about a fresh idea, a new lifestyle, a new direction that you may be repurposing your skills and talents or your interest at this time. You are motivated by spirit. And as February is the beginning of your birthday season, you have been contemplating the many lessons learned over the past several years, and you have been reshuffling or reprioritizing the way in which you are pursuing that which you most desire. This is something that not only is around your inspiration, your passion, the articulation and expression of who you authentically are, but it's also a way that you inspire others. You model for others a way to pursue and claim that which you want. This is a general reading, Pisces, so it isn't going to resonate for all of you. If you're interested in a personal reading, information about that is in the description box below. Welcome to all of you that are new and to those of you that are returning. For your position in the community, the way others see you, the wheel of fortune. This is so appropriate as many people assign your ruling planet Jupiter to this card. And Jupiter in the first days, early days of February, will be moving direct after a long period of retrograde motion. So the directness is really opening up our ability to pursue in a relaxed, more relaxed way our desires, our goals, and to expand, to grow in a way that's feeling organic and hard won. You've struggled for this. This is the result of your good karma, as in putting your nose to the grindstone, chipping away at what it is you desire, that discipline, that attention to one step after another, the procedure, the recognition that you are strong so you can help others towards meeting this goal in ways that do not diminish you, but also increase the likelihood of overall success for all. This is a card in an interesting way of leadership. Your vision is finally opening up and expanding in the world, and you are in pursuit of implementing that in the most just way possible. Now you've found something that you are appropriately investing in fully. In the first house, the Nine of Swords. So this is about, wow, a lot of anxiety and worry that still causes you a lot of distress. Your sleep patterns are all messed up, but it isn't as though what sleep you're getting is not productive. I do feel for many of you, when you do sleep, you are working out a lot of concerns and worries about the path that you're on. You don't feel entirely prepared for this new beginning, but you are aware that you are actively continuing to release old things that don't serve you anymore. You're releasing relationships, situationships, and situations that don't support you, that actually oppress you, that don't see you, that don't allow you to feel seen or heard, but that you realize are not in place to help you, and thus you understand your power to release them, to surrender, to let go. And this, of course, is the counsel. You are releasing these experiences, these relationships, because you have understood that you have the power to choose differently now. You're not choosing in the way that you used to, and you're allowing yourself to feel the feelings that are creating the space, the new space you require in order to move in a fresh direction. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your foundation, we have a card of spiritual foundation, the Four of Swords. So you are reviewing all the challenges that you have experienced. It may be in a particular regard. It may be about your relationships with all significance, not just your partners or lovers, but with your family members. And you're really looking at the limitations of those, the way perhaps you were not reciprocally supported, let's say ways you weren't supported in relationship, the way assumptions were made, and you willingly played a role as enabler in many situations that were codependent, that you derived some kind of pleasure or power from helping someone in a way that really wasn't that helpful because that person wasn't able to help themselves. And the whole goal of help was to, in your view, was to show them how they could be helped, how they could help themselves, how they could get it together, how they could stand on their own 2 feet. But in releasing that, recognizing your responsibility in such a relationship, that's one example of how you have the power to choose differently again. And in fact, you're now grateful for those relationships for what they showed you about yourself, because codependency is based on the addiction of both parties, not just one. And so the addiction to help is something you're learning to put in its perspective, to recognize it as a trauma response, as a way you learn to cope with the instability in your home life, for example. In the seventh house of relationships, wow, this is familiar. This almost feels like very similar to the recent reading I did for you. You are really struggling to put your relationships in perspective and view yourself as whole and no longer dependent upon the regard of another in order to accomplish what you need to accomplish, in order to gain support, to get the attention you require, to care about what you're doing and care for what you're doing. You have come to a place where not only do you know that you can choose differently, but that you can choose yourself. That choosing yourself is a precursor to any relationship. It's important that you acknowledge what it is you want for you and what you're willing to do to get that. And that always starts inside. If the love isn't out there that you want, then you can provide it for yourself. The support, the attention, the respect starts with respecting yourself. And that is about honoring your potential, your dreams, and pursuing them, knowing that you're deserving of your dreams. You're deserving what you have, what you want, and what in many cases you've already worked for over and over again. I'm going to pull an oracle card, and if this reading is resonating for you, Pisces, please like this video. I really appreciate your comments. I appreciate all the shares that you promote for me in this channel, if you're so inclined. I appreciate the many gratitudes that I receive from those of you that send me that love. That is the support that gains me more than anything. Subscribers, we know the game. That's what YouTube's about, and they provide a psychological advantage that is important to me because I am still a new channel, even though I've been here for a couple of years. So I have pulled for you perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind too. And this applies in any area of your life, particularly in terms of the love that we so often believe is past due, that we are owed, that we're deserving of. When you give as much love into the world that you do, it can be hard to accept that you're the best match, ally, supporter of you at this time. And happiness with what you can do for yourself is what will attract you the attention, the love, the support that you need. In the first house, the Nine of Swords is clarified by the Death card. And this is about the way that you've cleared the space from the past, the way that you have separated yourself not just from those relationships and situations that were not serving you, but how you have released appropriately the powerful emotions that have clouded your ability to move forward, that have been like a thick fog around you, this constantly pulling you back into memories of the past. And this is real. This actually can be something that is a way of strategizing to move forward, reviewing the lessons learned, but it's also something that you are clear must be stopped. It doesn't erase your ties to the past. It doesn't erase your memories. You're simply not open to being pulled back, less sewed into reviewing, going over the stories of your past. And so you're putting an end to that. And that is actually generating this phenomenal rebirth. This good karma that you've earned is really there waiting to kick in for you. And I do believe in February you're going to get a taste. In the fourth house, the Four of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Well, your foundation, you're all about it. You're all about getting the stability and the security in your life that is going to be your platform of gratitude, your platform in order to build and to move forward from. You need that basic grounding. This is your savings, this is your side hustle, this is even your work, but it's the resources that you can manage as a result. This can be your retirement plan, your health package, whatever it is, you're putting those fundamental pieces into place to launch your monetary opportunity for prosperity, for wealth, even for some of you forward. That has to rest on a solid foundation, and you're very aware of that. You're very savvy when it comes to money, Pisces. This is something people don't always think about or know about you. The Three of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Swords. So yes, you are practicing detaching yourself from your emotions on a consistent basis, particularly when it comes to the past. In order to extract the lessons you've learned, you know that you cannot allow your emotions to cloud that picture, that story, that experience, in order to figure out what you were supposed to learn, what instruction was there. You are learning detachment. Again, it doesn't make this disappear. It only means that you're moving forward on the basis of what you've learned, what allows you to grow, what motivates you forward. And that's the value of your ability to stay in communication with those that broke your heart, with those environments in which you experienced a failure or a disappointment. You're perfectly willing to discuss it, to hear other people out, and to take that information under advisement. You're aware you don't have to make any moves. In the 10th house, the Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Seven of Cups. Wow, there are a lot of people that want you on their team, that want to be a part of whatever you're doing, that want you to be a part of what they're doing. And this is beautiful. Can be heady. This can be very flattering, and it can be very distracting because a lot of these things are things that you once would have easily jumped at. They would have been the thing that you felt was absolutely satisfying and crowning, but you're in a different place now. You're more invested in your vision of what is going to be profitable, productive, efficient for you to move forward, what is contributing to the better world through the fuller expression of your gifts and talents. And you've already worked pretty hard for that, and you're willing to not be distracted by the invitations you receive um, to alter your course. You know you're on the course for you. You're on the right path. And these invitations, these opportunities, these options are pale in comparison to what it is you're working for. Now, that doesn't mean these perks aren't available to you and that you're not interested. You are interested, but it's just not enough to distract you. You can partake in these options, these invitations, without being distracted from your path forward. I'm going to finish up this reading, Pisces, with a crystal oracle and hope that this reading's been insightful for you. I hope that you're enjoying the content. If you are, please check out the video that's linked in the I box or in one of the links to the side of me. And I pulled citrine. Bring in the light. You're working through so much, Pisces, that is illuminating, allowing you to illuminate the gold within you, your stellar illuminating talent, your love for the world, your regard, your connection to everything and everybody. And this is what you bring forward without even always being aware of it. So manage your happiness first before you manage others. Until next time, Pisces, namaste.